Alright guys, got a fun video today and kind of a unique experience. We are out in Kentucky with Ford and got a chance to tour their plant and also drive the new 2025 Expedition Tremor version off-road on this really cool off-road park here in Kentucky. So yeah, let's walk around the truck because first, let's give you a little walk around and details on the 2025 Expedition Tremor. So this is Ford's full-size family vehicle. It comes in the standard length and it also comes in the max length. Although the Tremor package we're going to be checking out today and you see in the video only comes in the standard length. This is a SUV that's similar size to like Toyota Sequoia and other full-size SUVs that can fit 3 rows of seating or a family of about 7. But this one has a little extra room than like say the Sequoia. 10 inches of ground clearance, skid plates, rear locker, 33-inch tires from the factory with 2 inches of lift, zone lighting that you can control from the inside of the truck like in the roof rack and in the front grille. It also has 440 horsepower from a twin-turbo V6 coupled with a 10-speed transmission. Makes this a really fun drive and really capable off-road. Okay, let's take a look around.
I'd be doing that in my $100,000 rig, but I am impressed.
Let's walk around the truck because if you know me, you know that I'm about to have my 4th kid and I'm looking for a 3rd row vehicle. So this opportunity was especially interesting to me because I'm trying to figure out what we're going to buy that has enough seats for 6 people. So this is something I was considering. But check out the interior on this for one. Super luxurious, like just ultra comfortable. Just extremely spacious, like the width of this is crazy. Really comfortable. The materials feel super nice. The seats are super comfortable. It's got a new steering wheel that's kind of like oblong, which I actually kind of like. I don't think it's not hard to get used to. It doesn't have any physical buttons, which I don't really love because it was a little confusing at sometimes. But yeah, up front, super comfortable. Back seats have like a ton of room. And you've got like climate controls back here and charging ports and just like really comfortable captain chairs in the back. And then you have one more row all the way in the back with the seats up. These are, as soon as I climbed back here when we were on the trails, I was just thinking how my kids would be making memories in the seats back like this. While we're off road and driving, from their perspective, I love how many windows there are, how easily you can see out, and the panoramic sunroof is a really neat feature as well. I can get my full knees in here. Maybe they're touching here a little bit. I think this goes... You can recline the back seats a little bit, which is nice. So tons of space back here as well, but they're using up a bunch of the size of the vehicle, I feel like, for these captain chairs here to make the the middle section like super spacious. So the back, if you come with me to the back, has a split gate, which is kind of nice to be able to sit on, but you still don't get like a huge amount of space with this closed, like for groceries and stuff. You could definitely fit a grocery run back here, but if you have like a Bob stroller, it's still not that much. So I feel like you'd want to get the max version of this, which is a little longer if you were going to go in for specifically to have like a large family vehicle that could do long road trips. This would be amazing, but they don't currently offer the Tremor package in the max length. But nonetheless, check out these buttons over here. You can drop these seats super easily. All right, guys, I interrupt our normal programming to take you to Hawaii and show you my newest acquisition from huckberry.com. The Flint and Tinder knit sweater polo. Perfect vacation shirt you've been looking for. No, seriously, it's kind of fun to have a fun vacation shirt and like a little bit something fancier to wear, and I don't really have any of that in my closet, so did this last minute trip to Hawaii and I had ordered this a couple days prior. Turned out to be perfect, kind of fun, not too crazy, nice quality. I feel like sometimes I've wanted to buy a shirt like this and seen them on like Amazon or something like that, and the quality is just not there, so it feels kind of Feels kind of chintzy. This is actually really nice, like knit cotton. It does unbutton all the way if you want, all the way down. But yeah, it just kind of makes like a fun vacation going out shirt, and it's not something I normally have. I also paired it with something else I don't normally have, which are Flint and Tinder 365 chinos in white or natural cotton. And of course you got to get the little Birkenstock slides. Anyways, this feels like a relaxed, not too much overdoing it vacation outfit, and this shirt has worked out perfect so far. So thought I'd share it with you guys. That's my find for this month from Maui, Hawaii. I don't know if that's part of the off-road park or not. Anyways, check out the back of this. Monstrous room. Very sick. Yeah, 450 horsepower, twin turbo. Actually scoots, it's fun to drive. Very, very nice, but too expensive. Too expensive, and maybe not large enough in the back for cargo. You'd have to still put something on the roof, so. Okay, well that made it sound like I didn't think this thing was very impressive, which it honestly was. Super impressive, and such a fun trip to be able to go out to Kentucky. Ford took us around the factory. We got to see where the Super Duties and the Expeditions are built, some of the newer technology they're using to help develop these cars before they go into production. Like this VR headset was super fun. Overall, just a really cool experience. I'm super thankful for Ford for bringing me out there. And the Expeditions, and especially the Tremor version, are very impressive vehicles. The interior is super spacious and luxurious and just feels inviting for a long road trip, which is something that I feel like I value a lot. I would love to have a car that felt like, oh yeah, let's jump in and do that all-day drive or a 2-day road trip, like maybe from California out to Idaho or California out to Yellowstone. And this is a vehicle that definitely feels like I could do that. The downside is, of course, the price, and for the Tremor model in particular, you can't get the Tremor package on the full-size version of the Expedition called the Max, so you are left with this smaller cargo space in the back. So, because the car costs just about $90,000, well, actually, I saw one for sale locally to me for about $82,000, brand new, and it doesn't have a huge amount of cargo space. I feel like for me, I couldn't pull this off. One, I just don't want a monthly payment like that. I don't want to eat the depreciation of a new vehicle after just a couple years. And I think if I was to invest so heavily into a car, I would want it to have that extra room. So if they made a max version of the Expedition with that extra cargo space with the Tremor package, that would be super cool. Still, beyond my budget for right now, but a really, really cool family vehicle for some people. I think this is going to be an awesome choice, but for me, unless Ford was to hand me the keys to one for a while, I don't think I'll be able to have one in my driveway.
$1,000. After 5 years, a 2024 Expedition Platinum will depreciate $51,077.
Dang, so buy a 5-year-old one for half price, 50% off.
Or you know, lose $10,000 a year the first 5 years.
Ugh. That's the dilemma we find ourselves in. If you have +3 kids, it's like there's not a ton of options out there that are third row vehicles that have cargo space and are really comfortable and really reliable and can handle moderate off-roading. I'm not saying like crazy off-roading, but like a Toyota Highlander, not really my vibe, not really what I'm looking for. A lot of people like those, but maybe a little not off-roady enough or just beefy enough feeling. Sure, I'll get some hate for that because I know there's people who really love those, but the other one is the Toyota Sequoia first generation and second generation. You can get those between the first generations. You can get them as low as like $5,000 with the mid 100,000 mile mark, but it's 20 years old, so you have to be okay with driving a dated car, which I think is great. You know, if you can do that. All my cars have been older, or most of my cars have been older, but it is really nice to have a modern car. They're way quieter. They're super comfortable. They just make drives less fatiguing, and they're way less. They're way more expensive. That's the only main problem. But going from like the 2001 Toyota Tacoma, my main project truck, to my Ranger, which I got super cheap but it's a 2021, 20 years newer. It's way more comfortable to drive. Like if I had to drive a long way over a couple hours, it's like I definitely want to drive the Ranger, even though Tacoma is fun to drive. It's just way louder, smaller, AC doesn't work as well. It's just a totally different experience when you're in a new car. It's so much more relaxing. So I don't know, kind of a hard spot, because it doesn't seem like to be like a really just solid great option. It's right in the middle of like updated feeling, looks nice, wife likes it, comfortable for all the kids, enough space, relatively good gas mileage, and reliable without spending like 50 grand. So we'll keep searching.